Hello, and welcome back. It is Destiny time again. This time it is for the new Star Wars themed release for Destiny 2, that being Renegades. Now, as of recording, it has been almost a week since Renegades launched, and I have yet to listen to the soundtrack. Primarily because, for the first time ever, the soundtrack actually hasn't released. It did not release prior to the expansion, which meant that the first time hearing a lot of the music was in game. And I very much enjoyed what I was hearing, but I'm quite desperate to hear the music on its own and savor all the goody little details. Now, because the soundtrack still hasn't been released, I am going to be listening to the unofficial soundtrack, thanks to Bresci from the Destiny Music Archive, which, to be fair, is almost as close as you can get to the official thing. But it does mean that none of the tracks have official titles yet, nor do we have official credits for each track. So we will be lacking that information, unfortunately. But as long as the music's here, that's probably what matters most. So yeah, I'm excited to properly listen to all the music because based on everything that I heard in game, it's very cool. Imbuing a Destiny score with the John Williams flavor is something I didn't know I needed. Anyway, I say we get started because I've been waiting long enough. To start, we have a track from Michael Salvatore, who has returned for Renegades, which is very, very, very nice to see. So yeah, let's go. Ah, yeah. This is, I think this is the one you hear in Orbit, right? Mm-hmm. There's our new motif for Renegades. Oh, and that... The way it's used there is gorgeous. Little bit of inner light, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, this bit is incredible. It's like that. It's like that B section of Guardian that I has been used very rarely, if ever. Ah, beautiful. Easily, already one of my favorite Orbit tracks of all time. Up there with View to Orbit and The Wake, which fittingly also Michael Salvatore. Next is another of Salvatore's tracks, which Might be another Augur one, or maybe it's one from the Tharsis Outpost. Let's find out. It's just, yeah. Ah, that little... Love that little... What's that? It's, oh god, brain. What we fight for. That's it, it is. That... What is that? Ah... I recognize what that is, I just can't pinpoint where from. Ah. Cabal Stomp, my beloved. This. Where is this from? I just can't pinpoint it. Right. Another excellent. I'm pretty sure that's also in orbit. I'm pretty sure. But yes, excellent. Next is Josh Bossa. Oh, yeah, this one. This is also in orbit, I believe. This one gets very, very Star Wars coded. I really like the new Renegades motif. It's really good. Yeah. Like, this is almost just straight from Star Wars. It's like, it's very Kylo Ren. Short, but very, very sweet. I do appreciate how, yes, it's a Star Wars themed release, and therefore we're inserting a lot of Star Wars like music, but we're still keeping a lot of Destiny there, especially Michael Salvatore, who, I mean, would you expect anything else? Speaking of the man, his track is up next. Ooh. Isn't that's that's a new frontier, right? Because if there's one thing that Michael Salvatore loves to do a lot, it's like references and throwbacks to like not random, but like just old stuff that doesn't usually get referenced a lot. Like I know there's at least one track in here somewhere that goes pretty heavy on battle stations. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Ah, help me, brain. Case in point, there, for example, like that's a reference to something that's not usually referenced a lot, or ever, and I can't pinpoint exactly what. I think it's from. Ah, hell. Hello, Be Brave. What are you from? I want to say that's from Shadowkeep? Maybe Beyond Light? No. It's one of them. Yeah, Shadowkeep. It's what's it called? It's the tower track from Shadowkeep. Hang on. I gotta look that up because it's gonna bother me otherwise. Respite. Respite's the one. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Next is also Michael Salvatore. So I'm guessing we're just going through Orbit, and then I'm guessing these are the Tharsis tracks, and then we'll go into everything else. So yeah, next. Don't abandon me, brain. Lord's Lost. That's the one. A Rise of Iron reference in the Year of Our Lord. Oh, there we go. There's battle stations. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, this was in one of the streams, one of the previous streams. Yeah, there it is. It's just straight up battle stations. Which, ooh, I can't recall off the top of my head whether Battle Stations was a Salvatore track or... I'm gonna have to double check that after this is done. Ah, gorgeous. Yeah. Love it. I love how Inner Light has had a bit of a resurgence in the last couple of years. Nice. Right, okay, yeah, so before I forget, battle stations, battle stations, battle stations, battle stations. It was C. Paul Johnson, wasn't Mike. Okay. Rightio. Next up is, oh, surprise, surprise, also Michael Salvatore. Oh. This gives, event vibe. Oh, wait, no, it's still battle stations. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, Rise is so good. Mmm. Nice. Wow. More battle stations. More battle stations. And, oh, man, that Rise is... I only just recently put together just like a compilation of every single time Rise is used in the official soundtracks, mind you, because I wanted to have a life. Although I say that, but it's still over half an hour long, and it's so good. It's so good. Our next one is also Michael Salvatore, and I think it's the last of his tracks for Renegades. Yeah, it is. So let's go. Be Brave is a one that I've got to make a compilation for too. That one's also going to be very long. Oh, yeah, was that Respite again? Is that a reference to anything? Sounds familiar. Yeah, there you go. There's Respite. I think. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. I recognize. My brain is recognizing. Okay, hold on. I don't usually do this, but I want to go back to hear that again. Isn't that from... I want to say Holiday? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. And that do be the last of Michael Salvatore's tracks for Renegades. Very, very happy to see him contribute once again. Well, whether this was just a one-time thing or he comes back for any future stuff, we don't know. But it's very good to hear his music again. It's hard to get more Destiny, you know, than Michael Salvatore. He just has that thing. Not to say that other composers don't, because they definitely do. But there's always something just a little special with Mike. Anyway, now we move on to the first of Brendan Williams' tracks, which I'm extremely excited for because he's really good. Everything that he's written for Destiny has just been absolute gold, and I don't expect that to change. So let's see if I'm right, which I will be. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, is this? I know there's one from the campaign that really stood out to me. Yeah. It's so Star Wars. It's great. Yeah. This is our Destiny version of the Imperial March. Gorgeous. Oh, right. That's the rose. What? Resist the Legion. Brendan's use of choir, in particular, I think is something that he just absolutely nails. Ah. Excellent use of Rise. Oh, hell yeah. And yeah, that's so Star Wars. Excellent. Excellent. Just nailing. What is it that gives off the Star Wars vibe, the John Williams vibe? It's definitely that, like, the solo horn or trumpet rather. Oh, I suppose it is a horn. I mean, he uses both, doesn't he? The woodwinds, just like that space sound, right? The woodwind flourishes and accompanied with the strings. It's just like, that's it. So it's all you need, and you're in Star Wars, man. Right, next is another Brendan Williams track. Ooh. Resist the Legion coming back into usage is very interesting. Not a complaint, by the way, because I love it a lot. Ooh, this is different. Oh my goodness. That reminds me of... something from... Forsaken? That... What is that from? Not Be Brave, but the thing before that. Ooh, that's a nice Be Brave, actually. That... I don't remember if that's from Forsaken or Syndicate. Oh. That is just... That's like straight up, just like from Star Wars, right? Not like lifted from it, but like... That's like that like build up to like the end credits, sort of. That's what it reminds me of, at the very least. Ooh. Oh, that's brilliant. Ah. Two very, very good uses of Guardian. And the Renegades motif is... I said it earlier, but like, it's very good. Next up is... Would you look at that? Another track from Brendan Williams. I'm excited. There's that thing again. Why can't I place where that's from? Oh my god. That's another thing Brendan is very good at. It's just, well, it's just the use of motifs in general. He's very, very good at, I guess, like, doing them in, new ways, but just very, very cool and effective ways. Ooh, are you gonna give me that excellent Be Brave again? Do it. Ooh, not quite the same, but still very good. Woo! That's guns blazing. Hell yeah, dude. Another very Star Wars coded outro. Ah, lovely. Ah. Next is a remix of the one we just listened to. And the remix is by Rotom, of course, because who else? Ooh, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, this was in the exotic mission. Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. No one does the synthy sound designy stuff quite like Rotom does. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah, man. Like I said, when you want synth stuff at any point, just go to Rotom. He's an absolute master. and like that style of music generally isn't my kind of thing, but like God, he's so fucking good. Continuing on with Brandon Williams, we have another track because we don't have titles. Oh my god. Dude, that's like almost exactly the Imperial March. Oh, hello. Yeah. That rhythm is like 95% the Imperial March. Ooh. It's the like the B section of Inner Light. We don't hear that often. When was the last time we heard that? I think it was Final Shade with Gentle Kingdom. There's the rose again. Yeah. Mmm. Ooh, hell yeah. Come on. Ooh. What was that I said earlier about Brendan being good at using the choir? Ooh. Oh, that's a Guardian. That's a nice Guardian. Wow. It just keeps going. That was outstanding. Woo! Those strings. Listen to those strings go, man. That was impressive. First up, like almost exactly the Imperial March rhythmically. Secondly, that whole just Guardian section, it's just like, what? What? Bloody hell. Ugh. All right, Brendan, you've got one more. Let's see what else you've got. Ah. That's that, that's that lead into Guardian, right? Choir. Choir. That is beautiful. Ooh, I like that Cabal Storm. That was a good one. And it's still going. Fuck yeah. Love that. Bum, 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 bum. That was awesome. I can't with the choir, dude. Like, it's only doing, like, half of that. It's not doing the whole thing. Ooh. That sounds familiar or similar to something from Edge of Fate. Right? Not being crazy there. Yeah, it's an invitation. That was a Barant track, to be fair, so that makes sense. Yeah, that. Ooh. Ooh. You gonna do it? God. I love those strings. Those strings are awesome. Ooh. Whew. That is wild. That reminds me of something not Destiny. It was almost identical to something from Not Destiny. If you've played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you probably know. Ah. Dude. It is wild how great Brendan Williams is at choir. No words. No words. It's just phenomenal. Oh, dude, that Cabal Stomp. Whew. Like, I love Cabal Stomp a lot. I truly do. But, you know, a lot of its usage has been sort of the same. Not really. Like, it's not like it's the exact same thing every single time. But it is very similar a lot of the time. But so when we get moments like that, where it's very obviously Cabal Stomp, but it's just in a brand new way. That's just, it's great. Right, so now we move on to the new boy, Nolan Markey, who I believe I probably should have checked before I started doing this, but I mean, well, I know that he's worked on Star Wars stuff before. I just don't know exactly which projects and in what capacity. But regardless, it makes sense for someone who's experienced in making music or working with music for Star Wars. I mean, yeah, he's written music for Star Wars. To be involved in the crossover, the Star Wars crossover. And I'm very excited actually because there's one thing from like the stream preview that we haven't heard yet, which means that Nolan probably did it, and I'm excited to hear that because it's like that's very awesome. Like, not very awesome. Well, yes, it is very awesome, but it is very Star Wars, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's incredible. Anyway, Nolan Markey, let's go. Ooh. That's very good. Oh, no. So I think the first time we heard that choir was Resist the Legion, and now it's Be Brave. If you needed any evidence that this guy's worked on Star Wars before, there it is. Another very Imperial March sounding kind of deal. Oh, hell yeah. That's very, I think Mustafar from episode 3. Ooh. Is that like a muted trumpet? Or trombone? Guns blazing! Hello, beautiful! Oh, that's excellent. Yep, there it is. First time this guy's worked on a Destiny soundtrack, and he's just like absolutely killing it. Ooh, that was Vicious of Oryx. Yeah. Which I suppose does make sense. There was some Taken stuff. Oh, hang on. We're not done. We're only halfway through this. Oh, okay, yeah. Is this gonna... Okay. Brother, what do you mean? Ooh. The rose at the beginning there was like very similar to how the rose is used in the rose. I think. There it is again. There's that thing again. Wow. What? Dude. That might be one of the greatest uses of Guardian I've ever heard. Listen to this, man! Ah. Wow. That is unreal. Dude. How do you just walk in and join a music team and then make that as like, I don't know whether it was the first thing he wrote, but like it's the first thing I'm hearing, but it's what the fuck? That was wild. I said it during, but that Guardian in the middle of that second section was among the greatest uses of that motif ever, I think, in my opinion. Recency bias be damned. And not just that, that whole second part, like what? How? Why? I don't think that's in the game yet. I think that's probably part of the dungeon. If I had to guess. Because there's no way I would have forgotten or missed hearing that if that was in the campaign somewhere. Unless it was, and I'm just an absolute fool. All right. So that's one of Nolan's, what, two tracks? God. All right, bro. What else you got for us? Oh, is this the, dude. This is like just straight up the Twin Suns moment. Except it's just the Beyond Light melody. And it's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Beautiful. Oh, that's Cabal Stomp, isn't it? Yeah. There's Visage of Oryx again. Ooh. Ooh, these strings remind me of the Camino music from episode 2. Yeah. Dude. Wait, are we about to go into... Oh my god, we are. This guy's gonna do the same thing twice in a row. Isn't he? Dude. Ooh, hello, Rise. Fuck off. That's illegal, dude. You can't do that. We're doing the whole thing! Yeah, dude! This man needs to be stopped. Listen to that. Oh my god. Dude, like... That... Oh... That was really clever. That was like the first, like, 3 notes of the Force theme. But it wasn't. It was... I don't know why I paused it. Well, it was the end. But, oh, Jesus... I'm that legitimately shocked. Like, I probably shouldn't be, because, like, dude, musicians are talented. Who could have thought? But, like, dude, that's wild. I really am curious and just, like, would love to know, like, what the process is like, especially for someone like Nolan, who's, like, coming into this team to work on this. It's like, where do you... God, I can't even describe it. I just love to know what the process was like for him joining in, having to learn, like, okay, so what's the Destiny sound, and obviously getting familiar with what are these motifs, what do they mean, etc., etc., and taking his experience from Star Wars and then blending it with that and making that and the last track as well. Like, dude. Well, I sure as hell hope that this wasn't like a one-time thing for him, as like just to work on this one soundtrack for Destiny. Because, dude, if he can become a regular contributor, I am on board. Right. So now we move from that into... God, how do I move on from those two? All right, we have another remix. Oh, I'm guessing... Oh, it's a remix of the one we just heard. That's very cool. Done by none other than Rotom Moav. And because I assume this was probably in the exotic mission, and I guess I just didn't fucking notice. Oh, yeah. Although I guess it may just be a remix of, like, the first half of it, because, like, there's no way I wouldn't have noticed if it was the second half of that bloody thing. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just an idiot and I did not notice. Because this sounds unfamiliar. But very cool. And tying back into, like, what I was saying much earlier, like, yes, we very clearly have the Star Wars influence here in the music, but they're still allowing the Destiny to be there, both with, like, the earlier tracks with Mike, and now here we have Rotom's, you know, synthy stuff, which has become a very, you know, a core part of the sound. It's good that we're not doing away with it just because, you know, Star Wars. Okay. There's that Camino bit. Right, yeah, so yeah, it's just the first part. Cool. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Oh, I love that. Hell yeah, dude. Right. And that's the end of, like, well, I shouldn't say the music because the next ones are still music and they're very, very good. Just that, like, the next ones are from the Cantina and they are very good from what I hear in game. Like there's there's a wait, I assume we're about to hear it, but it's like a jazzy, well, maybe not jazz. Well, I suppose it is. I'm not good with my genres, but it's just Be Brave and it's on the saxophone and it's like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Which I assume we're about to hear. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, man. Ah, dude, it is weird to like hear this thing on like an official soundtrack, but at the same time, it's fantastic. It's the best. Pop off vibraphone. That was a vibraphone, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Unless I'm being a... Yeah. I also appreciate that this is like, it's not just a small little thing. It's a full-on track, which I love. Because whenever we get like a lot of these, not silly, but like fun little pieces of music in Destiny, they've always been like very short, tiny little things. So it's nice to get them as fully fledged pieces of music. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. We have a goddamn electric guitar. Hell yeah. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. And then we have the next Cantina track, which one is this? Oh, right. Yeah. I do hope these end up on the official soundtrack. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, especially since, as I was saying, like these are fully fledged tracks, so it wouldn't make sense for them to not be included. Dude, it's lovely. It's so good. Ooh. I haven't noticed this bit before. And that is the soundtrack for Destiny 2 Renegades. My god. It's outstanding, bro. Yeah, regardless of like whatever shape the game finds itself in, there will always be something so incredibly special about the music. They always deliver, and then some. Like it's never just good. It's always great, always. But yeah, it's fantastic. Anyway, I think I've probably spoken enough. That was awesome. Cannot wait for more, etc., etc. All the usual stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.